Okay, soundtrack. Every movie needs a great soundtrack, and we were not different. And we were looking, of course, for a thriller slash horror sounding soundtrack. And we were looking around and asking around, and somebody told me that, well, if you guys get a deal between 8 and 10,000 bucks for the soundtrack, that would be a good deal. And I was, holy crap, are you kidding me? No way we can afford that, and we can't really make the sound ourselves either. So we kept looking and asking, and I contacted an old friend of mine. I've never worked with him actually, but I knew him because he's actually Swiss, believe it or not. I contacted him and we met, we had coffee, we talked about the project. And Lucas, he is an awesome guy, very, very talented. And he was very interested in doing a thriller feature film. He has done feature film before, but still he was eager to help us out of his goodness of his heart. Plus, he wanted to get more credits, and that was, of course, a perfect match for us again. And he said he's going to help us out and he's going to compose something, and that was a very interesting experience. We pretty much settled for like $1,000 to do everything, which is unbelievably, that's, he did us a favor, and especially with his talent. But that worked out perfectly. So then we dove into the world of composing, and those composers, they speak a different language. They talk about sound cues and notes and this and that, and we, the producer team, we didn't really have experience with soundtracks, so we were sitting there and trying to explain what we want, and making sounds like, whoa, we would like to have a sound that slowly creeps up, and he did the best, try to understand, and we talked about the sound should be kind of like a silent threat, or it should build into anger, or it should be dangerous but not really, so we had a lot of fun talking about and trying to express what we're looking for, and it got better and better. And sometimes there was a situation where the sound was perfect and suddenly the soundtrack took on a life of its own and the story continued here, and there was like, something is not working, so we had to go back and figure out which sounds that we put where and how much, and not composer's fault, he did everything we said, but it was a real collaboration, and Yang Tsum came to the team too, so sometimes we were like 3 people, telling the composer what to do, but I tell you, Lucas is such a team player. He was so patient and so fun to work with. I can really recommend him, and maybe I can give you a little sample of the soundtrack that he composed, and that was very important and fun, good experience. And after that we go more into the other aspect of sound. But so far so good. Roll!